How I use Skool to find new students without ads or complicated funnels. If you are a teacher who is looking for more students online, or you're someone interested in starting an online teaching business and you're not really sure how to start, this is for you. So the thing is, most teachers think they need to spend money on ads or have thousands of followers to get students online. In fact, I had over 200,000 followers on my social media when I started my community. And I can tell you now that if you just have social media, it's not the easiest thing to convert followers into paying customers or students. So this, thinking you need to spend money on ads, have so many followers, this simply isn't true. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I use Skool to consistently find new students without all of the complicated funnels, different strategies. That's just overwhelming. This is really simple and easy to follow. When I first started, I did think that the only way to get students was through Facebook ads, posting on Instagram, building a complicated website, and I did all of these things. And each of them did teach me skills, and I'm glad I did them, but in hindsight, they weren't really necessary if my goal was just to get students. Then I discovered Skool, and here's how I used it to attract new students. And just for reference, I am an English teacher, so I help people build confidence and fluency in English, but you can apply this to any subject, any language, any academic subject, anything more specific where you have something to teach. So if you're looking for new students, community first. I built a free community where teachers and students could connect naturally. They could come together in one place. If people had questions, they could ask and they would get answers. They built relationships, they built trust, and it really became a wonderful place to be. And it's just continuing to be that. It really is amazing how in our main community, Wonderful World English, we have almost 3,000 members from around the world, all different cultures, different backgrounds, all coming together and connecting in this language. And it's truly a wonderful thing. So community is so important. Next is value posts. Instead of selling up front, like, oh, I'm looking for students, I want to teach you. Students don't want that. They want a connection. They want to learn from someone they like, from someone they trust, someone they know who actually wants them to succeed. So what I did was post helpful tips, lessons. I made lots of lessons and exclusive content and lots more stuff that really made it a engaging and just value-packed community that kept people coming back. And go back to this one, it's free. I'm not charging money for this. I'm not asking, oh, give me money before I help you. No, give value first. Then later, if someone's ready to have more intense or like more personalized learning with you, then you can talk about that. But don't be asking for it all up front, especially if they don't know who you are. You're just going to be turning people away when instead you could be attracting them to your ecosystem and building real relationships with people, and then you can help. So community, value, then you can add live events and challenges. I ran free events and challenges inside the group. I would teach them every week. It would be me. My wife would ask me, why are you teaching everyone for free all the time? I'm like, I want to help these people. I want to create a community where they will come back and make it something special. And in the moment, I'm thinking, am I just wasting my time when I'm waiting for someone to join my class and no one's joining and there's hardly anyone in my community? But now, in hindsight, I realized that it was all part of the journey and it was necessary to create the community that it is today. Now, in fact, you can fast track this. There are a lot of mistakes I made along the way, which, if I could go back in time and teach myself, do it this way or don't do this, I would have saved myself a lot of time and money. But really, just giving that value for free, free events, free classes, free lessons, challenges are really effective inside the community. This will keep members engaged. It will keep them coming back. This will boost your community. This will make other people become aware of your community. And it also will showcase your teaching. And another really important thing is that I noticed I became a lot better at not just building communities, of course, but actually teaching and talking to people in this environment. Because it was something different for me when I started. I was used to the more traditional in the classroom, online lessons as well. But this was, I was creating it, I was putting it out there in my style. And that developed over time as well, which was, again, for me, a really big advantage. And I helped so many people on their journey as well. I can safely say that a few people who joined when my community was in its infancy, maybe 3 or 4 months old, they came to all of the sessions that I was doing and their English transformed. So I genuinely was helping people. So at the very least, even though I wasn't rushing to make money, I was helping, I was having a positive impact, and I was improving my skills. Now, again, you don't have to follow the exact same journey I did. I didn't really have anyone there to show me what to do. It was like uncharted territory as far as I could see. But now I've trodden that course, and so I can speak from a place of experience and knowledge. And another one is symbol offers. Once people saw the value, I invited them to join my paid programs. We have different things. There's more lower ticket ones for people who are more casual, and there's more higher ticket for those who want faster results. Now, if I just created these with no community, no trust, no following, no engagement, I'm pretty sure no one would buy it and no one would want to get involved. But because I had already created that, it became a lot easier to sell the paid options, the courses, the programs, whatever that might be, the one-on-one coaching, whatever it is that you want to sell, what you want to teach. Following this framework is really an amazing way to do it. So Skool simply made it easy to build trust and relationships at scale. I'm no longer dealing with a group chat with 10 people in it. I'm talking with hundreds of people from around the world. I consistently get new members joining my programs without ads. I'm not advertising. I've spent thousands on ads. And yeah, they got people in my ecosystem, but I realized that the community wasn't ready. So when I was trying to charge a monthly price to get involved, they just left. We call this churn. They churned, and I was spending way too much, but it was an expensive lesson learned. So take it from me, you don't need to spend money on ads unless you already have a solid community where you think people who come in won't just leave because they're not engaged or they're overwhelmed for whatever reason. It's good not to spam, of course. I'm not spamming people to join, and I'm not creating endless content. I do add content. I think it's really valuable for members of my community and, of course, to help find new members. But it's not really my priority. It's something I think is important, but my priority is giving members of my community the best experience possible. So, if you'd like to see exactly how I structure my Skool community and use it to attract students for your niche, for your teaching, whatever it might be that you want to teach, I'm sharing my setup guide free inside the Teacherpreneurs community. The link is in actually the comments. You can find the link, join for free. There is a 5-module course, really easy to run through. This will help you get started. And then from there, if you need any help, you can just reach out in the community. There's lots of other great people who are also on this journey who can help you. And if you need any extra help from me or anything specific, of course, you can just reach out and I'll be happy to offer any guidance that I can. I also work directly with teachers. If you're someone who wants to fast track the progress, build your community, get started, avoid a lot of the mistakes that I made, very welcome to message me directly for more information on this. So just final notes here, takeaways from this. You don't need ads to get students. Look, if you want to run some ads, and you've got experience, you feel confident in this, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying you don't need to. This is not, now with Skool, you can find a lot of great students within Skool's ecosystem. It has over 10 million active users. There's people from all around the world, and it's growing every day. It's endorsed by some of the biggest names in marketing on the internet, and it's just going from strength to strength. So yeah, Skool's a great place to be right now. And I think if teaching or starting a teaching business is your goal, if you're already doing it or you're thinking of it, then Skool is just a no-brainer. Communities build trust faster than cold outreach. If you're just reaching out to people on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and they don't know who you are, you might get a few people come in, but in my experience, they're not as engaged, they leave. You want people in your community. The whole point of a community is where people connect. They support each other, they motivate each other, they add value. It's not just relying on you the whole time. There'll be people there at different levels or different stages of their journey who can help people behind them or, further before them on the path. So it's a community. It's not just some cold, boring course. And of course, students want to learn from teachers who lead with value. They want to feel value. They want to feel that you've benefited them in some way before committing to working with you, to studying with you. So yeah, give value. It's just, again, a no-brainer. The more value you give, the more attention you will make, the more you will help people, and ultimately grow your successful online teaching business on Skool. So that's everything for this. And yeah, check out the link in the comments. Come and join Teacherpreneurs if you're not already in there. And I can't wait to see you inside.